last week and another mistake that I made, and I just want to point it out to you guys, right? So this is GBPNCD. If you go to the high time frame, right? When you go to the high time frame, you have a strong push to the upside, making the market bullish on the daily. Discount, another push in between these two areas of interest. And then every time this has a push in between here, it come retest it and then decide what to do. This area of interest right here is a really strong resistance. Every time it touches, if you see it, it keep bouncing back down, except for this session right here, this time. This was back on April, but every time I touch, it come back down. So if you go back to 4 hour time frame, the same thing. It touches, it come back down. It was still in the bullish market. So this trade was a counter trend trade. 2 hours, the same. So right here, I saw this in the 4 hour and 2 hours. So I wanted to get the discount out of this push. Hopefully, hopefully for the market to reach my second area of interest on the bottom, like it done several times, if you pay attention. It touches, it come back down. It reaches closer, come back down to the area of interest. Every time it goes above, closer to it, it come back down. So that was my initial um decision. That was the reason why I thought about it, concentrating it, but you're gonna see what happens now. Gonna make it bigger. As my other video, it looked too small. Hopefully this video looks a little better. All right, so I'm on replay mode again. I'm gonna go ahead and play it. So I always try to go to 30 minutes or 15 minutes, whichever whichever I find a better um confirmation. So for this time, I went to 30 minutes. I found this auto block right here. I was waiting for the discount to give me an entry around this number right here. This area. Let's play it. Pause it right there. So you see that the market shoot up back to from this area back over here on the 30-minute candle. If you throw the fib, I'll say from here to here, you're getting this 78% Fibonacci discount. So like I said before, I always try to get anywhere from 60 to 61. That's the number I like to get. But if I get to 70 and I get a strong rejection like I did here, if you see this candle stick right here, it's getting a strong rejection. I went back to 15 minutes, and this is what I found. I waited for the candle to close, and on this doji, this is one of my mistake. Stop it right here. On this rejection from this area, from the order block of the 30-minute, it gave me the strong push, closing bearish. On the second candle, it gave me a strong another continuation. But I did a mistake. I didn't wait for the candle to close. So by me not waiting for the candle to close, I think the 15-minute candle had maybe a few seconds left. I think it was like under a minute. I don't know if you guys been trading for a while, but you know that most of the time under the minute, that's when the candle start finding um decision, like if you're gonna stay on the bullish side or if it's gonna stay on the bearish side. So this time it went against me. It started pushing up, right? So when it pushed up, that's why I decided to get in. When I get in, my entry level ended up being over here because of the spread and then the continuation of the candlestick closing. But that's not even the best part out of it. I- I'm gonna play it again. So the market started going consolidation and consolidating mode, going up and down, up and down. I really didn't like the fact that it was just basically staying still, almost at the same place, going back and forth from my entry level. And I end up taking a risk because it was I, I end up deciding if I was gonna close or if I was gonna close or if I was gonna let it go. So I haven't got not even one little push off my entry. If you see it only on this level, from here to there, that's it. After that, it just it just started going against me. So I decided to close early. So when I decided to close early, just to save 0.5%, 2.5%. Let me see. This happened. Um, the moment that I close early, right here around this area, to save 2.5%, this happened. I was 2.5% from losing the trade. This strong candle came in. So if you look at it, this strong candle right here, from my entry signal to there, I went to a 1.2. 1.2, that was 1%. That was my alarm. I had an alarm here because I was also waiting to see if the market was gonna reject this auto block right here. But if I would have waited a few more seconds, I would have easily got out at a 1 to 1 and make 1%. But I got a little scared. I end up closing the top right here. If you're already losing almost at 1%, it doesn't make no sense for you to take one your 2.5%. This is what I'm saying. I'd rather just risk it and just take the L and then go to the next trade. If I would have hold it for another I would say 15 minutes, I think it was 15, 30 minutes, I would have been in profit going to at least a 1 to 1 because I would have probably would have moved my stop loss to break even or to 1 to 1. But look what happens. It took me out there. So right here, it would have took me out. So I don't know if it was a good decision to take my 2.1%, I still think that it was not, because I would have moved my stop loss. I break even, or I would have take the 1-to-1. So sometimes it's better just to let the trade play. The moment you set up your stop loss, let it play. Take your losses and move on to the next trade. Especially with this one. If you see that you having the trade is going and not going again, is going against you, basically just let it play. The moment you get to profit, at least to 0.5% or 1%, then you make the decision if you want to take it or you want to leave it. But like I said, I got a little scared, started thinking about it. Let me just take um 2.5% out of the loss. And that's what I did. Anyways, guys, peace. Those was the first two trades and the first two losses at last week. That's what happened last week. The rest, thank God, they were all bangers, especially with a AUD CAD. That was a Picasso trade. Perfect. I'm gonna see if I make a video. Take care. Peace.